For nearly 3 decades, Labor Vision TV has been covering topics of importance to working Rhode Island families. When Verizon workers, IBEW Local 2323, provided an information rally to the general public while they were on strike, Labor Vision TV was there to cover that event. When ATU, the Amalgamated Transit Union, Division 618, we're celebrating 100 years of providing quality public transportation to Rhode Island residents, we covered that event as well. Today, we cover issues like kneecap testing and graduation requirements and its impact on Rhode Island students. We look forward to providing many more years of covering current Rhode Island events and hosting our legislative series with Jim Parisi, as well as spotlighting our grievance of the week.
Hi, my name is Jim Riley. I'm Secretary-Treasurer of United Food and Commercial Workers Local 328. And my gripe of the week has to do with the Walmart Corporation, a company that wages war on its own workers.
My grievance of the week is the growing inequality in America, especially when it comes to what we pay low-wage workers in the service industry.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Labor Vision, where we bring the General Assembly right into your living room. My name is James Parisi. I'm a field representative with the Rhode Island Federation of Teachers and Health Professionals, and I'm your host this evening.
I want to recognize the leaders and the union members who work at Twin River. About 900 union members, as we heard John say, make their living out there and make a good living. Labor's 271, Teamsters 251, Unite Here 217, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters 51, IBEW 99, SEIU 334, and when we have entertainment out there, the Stagehands Local 123.
The Block Island Wind Farm project is contemplated as an 8 wind turbine project about 3 miles off of the southeastern coast of Block Island, which would provide about 30 megawatts of electricity to Block Island.
Central Falls was a wake-up call for teachers across this country. That's when they began to realize that this so-called reform movement was different, that it's not about improving education, but about taking power. Instead of attacking the root causes of low academic achievement and low test scores, which are not necessarily the same, it was attacking teachers. And for the past year, we've seen this movement, which I call the corporate reform movement, treat teachers as public enemy number one.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for spending the day with us, but more importantly, thank you for spending the day with each other. Every other profession, the professionals in the field control it. It is time that teachers, ESP, took control of our profession.
Teachers and principals want to be evaluated. They want good feedback on their practice. They just want to make sure that the system is fair and reliable.
And when you think about this evening and the title of Building Futures and Changing Lives, Building Futures and Changing Lives, and you saw all these young people up here tonight, and you talk about what is really the foundation of unions, to build futures and change lives.
My name's Tim Byrne. I'm the business manager of Local 51 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters. We're at our training facility, and we're hosting a welding event for UA Welding Certification, which is a program that is held in conjunction with the National Certified Pipe Welding Bureau.
It really is a safety issue for me. And you know, I'll argue and debate money issues all day with people. But you know, in the end, money's a business thing. Some we win, some we lose, and you go on your way. But not when it comes to safety issues. It's real personal to us.
And we feel, you know, it's a sad and unabashed truth that almost in the construction, the field of construction, every day in this state, every week, every month, people are cheating. Whether they're cheating a prevailing wage or they're just cheating their employees, it happens all the time.
It was obvious in the Providence Journal where Bob Kerr made reference to the fact that Verizon really did something more than just for your members. In a tough economy, in high unemployment situations, your members went on strike for workers' rights. It's as simple as that.
History is a great teacher. Now everyone knows that the labor movement did not diminish the strength of a nation, but enlarged it
By raising the living standards of millions, labor miraculously created a market for industry and lifted the whole nation to undreamed levels of production.
The muckrakers came to town to write about what happened. They interviewed one young Italian woman who was an immigrant, and they said, "Why are you on strike?" And she said, "For bread and roses too." Boy, did these people able to encapsulate entire books in one sentence. They were there for bread in order to put food on their table, and the roses represented or were symbolic of all that was good in life: education, entertainment, family life. Why are you on strike? For bread and roses too.
The overarching mission of labor has always been to increase the dignity of work. More than wages, more than conditions, it's the dignity of labor.
There was a partnership formed with Women and Infants Hospital. That has been a great combination, and also it's good for different health systems to also work together. And then the vision broadened even further by bringing in the community allies in order to have the beginning of what we call an escalator.
We've been doing this, like we said, for 20 years, and last year this goes on across the whole country. And I believe last year, throughout the whole country, there was 70.2 million pounds of food collected. And last year we reached our goal. We actually hit 1.1 billion pounds of food since the drive started 20 years ago.
In 1987, the organization was formed with a $500 grant from the Providence Central Labor Council. The Labor History Society held its first banquet in 1988 and included people like Ed Brown, Rose Tretendi, Monsignor Edmund Brock, Larry Spitz, Bob McKenzie, and Paul Buell.
But I do want to take an opportunity to thank people, and if I was to thank them by name, I'd forget a name. So the people I have to thank are members of Council 94.
On December 14th, 2012, a horrific tragedy occurred at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. Tonight is an opportunity for the Rhode Island educational community to gather together, its teachers, students, administrators, parents, and supporters everywhere, to memorialize the victims of that tragedy as a show of solidarity with our colleagues.
Hi, I'm Patrick Quinn. I'm with 1199 New England Healthcare Employees Union. We're here at Women and Infants today. We have an informational picket going on. Folks in our union, we represent registered nurses, techs, housekeeping, laundry, dietary, all the folks that work in the laboratory.
So if you kind of combine them with the 80,000 strong plus another probably 25,000 non-AFL labor union folks, it's quite a force in Rhode Island.
They can knock us down, but they can't lick us. This is Labor Day. This is our day in Rhode Island, home of the first Labor Day parade in this country. And every working man and woman in this state owes a great debt of gratitude to those who were knocked down and got back up, and to those of us today who continue to march. We are the labor movement. And we say to all you workers, whether you're union or non-union, you're welcome. You're welcome for the 8-hour day. You're welcome for the 40-hour week. You're welcome for child labor laws. You're welcome for safe workplaces. You're welcome for paid vacation and sick days. You're welcome for health insurance and pension. And you're welcome for this Labor Day weekend and every other weekend of the year. Because we're the union and damn proud of it. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Labor Vision. We appreciate your input and encourage your comments.